what are some storylines, in my opinion, for the ACC in football this year for each team? Florida State, will they win the ACC this year? It seems like they are primed to do it, with a lot of returning, both offense and defense. I mean, and can they even make a run to the college football playoff at that too? Now, Clemson is two things. Will they win the ACC back-to-back years again? And can they make it back to the college football playoff? Because the last time they went to the college football playoff was 2 years ago in the COVID year. That's a big question. And how much will their offense improve? Also, so yeah, that's just a few questions. Now, Duke, how much will their defense improve? They return a lot on offense. It's just a matter of, can they get to like third in the ACC? Because I don't see it right now being ahead of Clemson or Florida State necessarily, but it wouldn't shock me if they get to that point. But we have to wait and see. Now, North Carolina is obvious. How much will their defense improve? Because, that defense was abysmal. Really terrible last year. They got the offense with Drake May at quarterback. It's just you got to fix the defense. I mean, that's the only way they're going to finish higher than fourth in the ACC. Now, Pitt, will they make a return to the ACC title game like they did a few years ago? I mean, I think they're for sure a bowl game team. It's a matter of 10 wins or not. So, can they get to 10 wins? It's so difficult when there's no divisions anymore. And you gotta keep that in mind here. You gotta keep that in mind. Now, NC State, how much of a step back will they take? I don't think it's a major step back necessarily, but they were kind of disappointing last year, and how much will they? But they got Brandon Armstrong though. That's a good replacement at quarterback. It's just, can they find a way to finish in the top 5 or 4 in the ACC? Now, Miami, Florida is simple. How much will they improve from last year to this year under Mario Cristobal? That's the big question. They should make it to a bowl, which I know that's not what Miami Hurricane fans want necessarily. They want more than that. Or they should win at least 5 games, but that's just very unlikely. I think 6-6 is more likely at worst. It's just, can they get up to 9 wins? Now, Louisville, they got a new head coach. How they're going to look under that new head coach at Louisville and Jeff Brom. That's going to be interesting. Now, Wake Forest did lose Sam Hartman, so how are they going to look under a new quarterback? I mean, how are they going to look? Syracuse is simple. Can they make it back-to-back bowl games this year? Because Dino Babers, prior to last year, was on the hot seat. He needed to go bowl game to save his job, and he did. It's just, can he do it again? I mean, Virginia Tech is simple. First of all, who's going to start at quarterback? Kyron Jones, or the transfer from Marshall from a few years ago? I should know it. I don't recall the name, but you know who I'm referring to. And how much will they improve? I mean, especially offensively, because that's a problem from last year. Now, Virginia is the kind of same thing. How much will they improve? And especially offensively. I mean, now at Georgia Tech, how they're going to do with no longer an interim coach for a change? Can they make it to a bowl? I mean, it's certainly possible, but it's really stretching it, and there's only a handful of games that I think they could get to a bowl. Now, Boston College, to me, the coach for Boston College is on the hot seat. Can he save his job and make it to a bowl at 6-6 or 6-6, or just even get to 5-7? It's just gotta show more than last year. But they could finish very well 2-10, and for all I know, they could lose to UConn. I mean, that's the thing. The UConn is not terrible anymore. That's just some storylines in my opinion on the ACC. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. Of course, I do think conference as a whole is going to be interesting without any divisions. First of all. Second, I think they find a way to get one college football playoff team from the ACC this year. Because they're due. I mean, to me, it's either Clemson or Florida State right now. It's just way too early for it, I know, but we'll have to wait and see.